All right, in this video, we're going to look at another tool in the analytics menu, which is called clustering. Okay, and clustering basically looks at a set of points and looks for like aggregated, not aggregated, but groups within that data that could probably be related or put into a group together. Okay, so let's go have a look at that. If I open a new sheet, we're going to go and bring our sales and profit back in like we have in the past. Okay, right? And the thing I'm going to use for this is city I use for my example. So let's go look for city. Okay, we're going to drop that into our level, into our level of detail tile right here. And that's going to split them up. And what I'm interested to see is, are there any groups of information? Like this is probably a group by itself. These guys are probably a group. In here it's a bit hard to see, but I'm guessing it's going to be kind of like that. All right, so those are kind of my main groups. And so why would you want to do clustering? Well, there's a number of things a number of advantages it has. One is if you want to have actionable data, you want to have something where if someone looks at it and goes, there's 5 categories, for each of those categories, there is a set of protocols or operating procedures that we must take in order to action those data points. That's really hard to do when everything is just blue. Okay, so if you can use the clustering in Tableau to help you with that, well then by all means go for it, right? And it's really easy to apply. If I go analytics, I want to go cluster, and again, just like everything else in the analytics, I just drop it in cluster, right? And from here you can see that there's 3 main groups. Well, what if I want 4 groups? Okay, well here in the clusters menu, you can set that. So let's say I want it to 5, set it to 5, right? I now have 5 clusters. Okay, so let's close this. And by the way, if you ever wanted to bring that back, you just go to this clusters thing here that has been created, right click and go edit clusters. Okay, and from here you can change up how many clusters you want. Okay, you can also go describe clusters. Again, gives you some descriptions of what it's actually doing, right? Models, in case you want to look at your statistics or whatever it might be. Okay. From here, I can actually use this clusters to do a number of things, right? I can actually split this up. Let's say I wanted to see this kind of separately as points. I can duplicate this holding the control button and drop it in columns. Now I have them separately. Okay, I could do that. I can bring them in here. I'll probably put it there. And I can add something else. Let's say I want to split it by category. Now I have my separate clusters. And let's say there's, again, a protocol for each of these. Whoever is coming in and looking at this data, they know that these 5 are highly problematic and we have to do steps A, B, C, D, whatever, okay? And that's basically all you can do. Basically what clustering is. I don't want to say that's all you can do with clustering, but that's the basics of what clustering can do in Tableau. So I hope you enjoyed and I'll see you next time.